I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video do the BGMI gameplay battery and test comparison between the Realme X7 Max versus iQOO device. So I'm going to play the game for about maybe 1 hour and 2 hours. So I'll try to check how much battery is draining and how much temperatures are increasing during this time of gaming using the BGMI gameplay, which a lot of users are really interested to know. The reason is because the Realme X7 Max has got the Dimensity 1200 and the iQOO has got the Snapdragon 870 chipset, and this battery drain results are I'm doing after the recent software update. So after recent software update, we are experiencing some kind of battery draining in this phone and heating problems in the Realme X7 Max. Let's see friends, if you try to play for some time, which phone will be having better kind of heating and better kind of battery. That is what I'm going to concentrate in this video. So first thing, let me show you exactly how much is the battery percentage right now in both phones. Right now in the Realme X7 Max is 100%, as you can see friends clearly. So 100%, and I'm trying to use with a 50% brightness and with a smooth and extreme settings during this time of gameplay. And whereas the iQOO has got down to just by 1%, so 99% right now in the iQOO. I'm trying to use same 50% brightness in the iQOO as well during this time of gameplay. And regarding the default graphics settings, we do have the HDR and extreme settings in the iQOO device, but I'm trying to use only with the smooth and extreme setting during this time of gameplay. As you can see, the smooth and extreme settings, I'm not trying to use with HDR. So because the Realme X7 Max doesn't have the HDR option only, so that is the reason I thought of using the smooth and extreme settings during this time of gameplay. So let's see friends, which phone will be having what kind of performance and which kind of level we can actually expect between both phones. That is what I'm going to compare side by side. So first let's check the temperatures. So Realme X7 Max has got 36 degrees right now, as you can see, 36.6, not bad, and the back side is of 35. As you can see friends clearly, 35 and 36, nothing much. Even the iQOO also has got same kind of temperatures, 35 and 35 degrees. So what I did observe is that in my testing, I did find out that Dimensity processor, if the temperature of the Dimensity 1200, this Realme X7 Max is 42 degrees, the iQOO will be 41 degrees. So overall 1 degree will be different every time from the Realme X7 Max to the iQOO smartphone. That is what I did find out in my usage with the testing in both phones. So right now I'm trying to play in the Realme X7 Max first, and then I'll try to play in the iQOO as well later on. So just to show you the normal gameplay, that is what I'm going to try in this kind of testing. As you can see friends, so overall I'm trying to play the team deathmatch at this point, and I cannot feel much kind of lag at this moment. It was wonderful playing this game in the Realme X7 Max, and small device also feels kind of comfortable for most of the users holding to play for long time continuously. That is a really good advantage for some users particularly. That is another thing which you need to remember. As you can see friends, overall the gameplay looks really good in the Realme X7 Max, and even I'm trying to play in the iQOO as well. Meanwhile iQOO is going on in the background, so I'm trying to shift between both phones one by one. I'm trying to shift between both phones, so Realme X7 Max and iQOO device, so both I'll try to shift it. Let me try in the iQOO device. So just I want to play some kind of gameplay at all during this time of testing. So 1 hour and 2 hours. So again I'll be back after 1 hour of continuously playing these both games, so you'll be able to enjoy the feel. So one thing is that in the Realme X7 Max we do have this kind of option to see the real-time FPS meter, so which is quite useful in the Realme X7 Max particularly. That is what I did like in the Realme X7 Max. So which, let me show you friends, here you do get this kind of freedom of having this kind of real-time FPS meter everywhere you want, as you can see. That is the advantage which we are having in the Realme X7 Max. And now let's see the gameplay in the iQOO 7 device, how much it is in the iQOO 7. That is what I'm going to show you right now. So iQOO 7 feels kind of really a huge phone, friends, in terms of the screen size and the dimensions. So even in terms of the weight as well, slightly more than the Realme X7 Max a little bit, but not much. So let's see how this phone gonna perform in my kind of testing. So there's no haptic feedback and 4D vibration at this point. That's another disadvantage. So there's no voice changes. There's no 4D vibration, nothing at all. So you do get only one option, which is a game display enhancement. That's it. As you can see, friends, overall the gameplay looks really good in the iQOO 7 as well, so no issues till now. So there are a couple of frame drops will be happening when you are trying to play, but not now. So during this 8 minutes of just playing the both phones, I think the temperature slightly increased by 1 degree, 36 degrees in the iQOO 7 device and 35 degrees slightly in the Realme X7 Max. It's remained kind of, I think 35.2, 36.4, as you can see 37 degrees in the Realme X7 Max, 37 as well. So 37 and 36 is the highest after just 8 minutes of gaming. So again, I'll be back after maybe close to 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour of continuously playing this both phones. So then we'll be able to get to know which phone has got what type of performance. But I'll try to play meanwhile in both phones as well, side by side, just to show you how it is. So in case if you have any other doubts, so make sure to comment below, friends. Definitely I'll be able to help you as well. Let's see which phone will be able to perform the best while doing this kind of BGMI battery and test comparison between both phones, which I'm really interested to see. So which phone will be having the better kind of result, that is what I'm going to check right now. So it's really good playing in the both phones. So overall the temperature will be the another thing, and battery percentage, let's see, 98% is decreased in the Realme X7 Max, and in the iQOO 7 device the battery percentage decreased to 97%. Only 2% is decreased during this time of demonstration. So I can be back after 1 hour of continuously playing these both games in both phones. Right now, as you can see, friends, we are getting close to 1 hour of continuously playing in both phones with the Realme X7 Max and the iQOO 7 device. So during this time of gameplay test, I have been continuously running in both phones and playing in 1x1 phone. Alternate phones I'm trying to play continuously. So during this time of testing, I did not find much kind of heating because I'm trying to use only 50% brightness. That is another reason. So why there is not much heating. And even I'm trying to use only the Wi-Fi connections. Only with the Wi-Fi connection, it won't drain much. Let me just show you the battery percentage, how much it is. 86%. As you can see, friends, 86% right now in the Realme X7 Max, and in the iQOO 7 device, it's of 85%. As you can see, 85. Slightly 1% difference. That's it. Apart from that, there is nothing is there. So 85 and 86. I think if you remember, I did start this kind of testing around when the iQOO 7 is about 99%, I think, and the Realme X7 Max is kind of close to 100%. Around that time, I did start this kind of comparison between both phones in terms of the draining test. Right now, it decreased, as you can see, from 86 and 85. So you can see the difference, how much it is between both phones. So I'll be back again after 2 more hours. So let's see in the again next 1 more hour. So we'll get to know in 2 hours how much the battery got drained in this both phones, and that regarding the temperatures, let's check how much is the temperatures right now. 37.2, not much high. So 37.2 is the highest, and 36.8 is slightly 37.6. As you can see, 37.6 is the highest. So far the both phones are remaining exactly kind of same temperature in terms of the while playing Battlegrounds Mobile in India. So the main reason is because I'm trying to use with a Wi-Fi connection, and with 50% brightness only, I'm getting this kind of less temperatures and not draining much of the battery. That can be the another factor as well. But right now, as you can see, friends, so these are the comparisons. So again, I'll be back after 1 more hour, so we'll be able to discuss what is happening after exactly 1 hour. As you can see, friends, right now we did get close to 2 hours of continuously playing in both phones. Let me try to exactly show you what is the battery percentage in the Realme X7 Max in the iQOO 7 device as well. Let's see after 2 hours how much the battery percentage decreased. So 71% in the iQOO 7 smartphone, and Realme X7 Max also 71%, as you can see friends, both phones. So overall the conclusion is that both phones will be having the similar kind of battery draining in terms of the BGMI gameplay. That is what the conclusion is after playing for 2 hours friends. So this is a kind of 2 hours test only I'm trying to do, not much longer. So this, as you can see, that right now the temperature is of close to 38 degrees. So 38 degrees, 38.6 increase, 37.4. So these are the testings after the recent software update. I'm receiving plenty of comments on the Realme X7 Max as well. Their phones are getting a lot of heat as well after the recent software update in the Realme X7 Max particularly. So after 2 hours, as you can see, the battery life decreased to 71 in both phones. In the beginning, I think we did start from the 100% in this phone and 99%. So overall, I think for 2 hours it decreased kind of close to roughly 30%. You can count friends, 30% in 2 hours. Round figure, that is what I'm trying to calculate. So if you continue in this kind of testing, so this phone can easily last close to 7 hours of continuously PUBG gameplay. Both phones, 7 hours both phones can easily last. And the brightness, if you try to choose, only 50% brightness, 50% and the Wi-Fi connection. This is the exact same scenario I'm trying to use right now. These are the results you will be getting if you try to follow me exactly this kind of process. And during this gameplay as well, I did not have much kind of trouble playing in both phones. As I said, there's not much issues. So I did lack of not having any kind of 4D vibration in both phones at this point, and voice changes is also not available in the iQOO 7. So there's no voice changes while playing BGMI gameplay. That's also another restriction which we are having in the iQOO 7 device. So overall friends, is the final conclusion. Battery life, both phones are same, but temperature slightly higher in the Realme X7 Max. That is what the conclusion of this video is. So by this way, we'll be trying to conclude this video friends, and thank you for watching this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more in-depth comparison between both phones. I'll try to upload so many videos on this both phones as well. I'll try to plan even doing battery draining test from 100% to 0% very soon. So stay tuned for those videos as well. So thank you for watching this video friends, and see you in the next video, and stay tuned for more updates. Bye.